So let's talk about what this Kentucky team looks like now, because I'll just read off the roster and what they got, man. Jalen Lowe, Otega Owe, Denzel Aberdeen, probably your best three guards, however you cut it. Cam Williams, Colin Chandler, Jasper Johnson, probably guys coming off the bench at some point. Maybe Jasper Johnson slides into the starting lineup. Maybe Colin Chandler wins that rollout. You still have Trent Noah and Travis Perry. Up front, you got Mo Diabate from Alabama. You got Jaden Quaintance coming in, who probably won't be ready until maybe the middle of the season, if that. Brandon Garrison, another freshman, and Malachi Moreno, a Kentucky kid, and the Andrea Yelovich, I think is how you pronounce the name, the Euro kid that they're committed. So you got 14 bodies on the roster right now, which is a lot of pieces and a lot of mouths to keep happy. Mark Pope plays a lot of players, but that's still a lot of pieces. Where does this team stand? You put out your preseason top 25 this morning. I believe you had Kentucky 5th, correct?
Yes. Yeah. And I'm not like, I don't love, I think they could be 5th. We don't know. Last year they gelled. It was a new team that gelled together. Again, I think you got too many guys on this team. I really believe that. I don't think you want 13, 14 guys. I think you need 10. The good number is 10 scholarship players, 10 guys that can play, because you're going to have some unhappy dudes. And I just don't know if you want to deal with that at the end of the day. I feel like, again, it's much easier to have, and maybe they are scared that Owe is going to leave, but I don't think he goes to the NBA. I don't see that happening at all. He's not high on their, when I've talked to NBA guys, he's not a guy who's a first rounder, or even a 25 to 40 guy right now. I like their roster. I do. I like it, because I think they got a lot of good players, and especially in the perimeter, you got like 8 dudes that can play. Up front, I just want to see what happens. How healthy is Quaintance? That's the biggest key of this team. The biggest key is you got a ton of dudes on the perimeter and not as many guys up front, and one of those guys up front is coming off a torn ACL that we do not know how he'll recover.
Yeah, my guess is that they're banking on Jaden Quaintance probably being very limited until 25, 26. Like it seems like they're kind of banking on him playing limited minutes this year. And then Trent Noah and Travis Perry are Kentucky kids who I think my guess is that they're hoping that they'll be satisfied simply being on the roster, even if it means that they've been recruited over again. And when you put all that together, maybe they don't.
They played last year, Rob. They played because of the injuries to the
point guard. Look, you're preaching to the choir. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to go through the thought process of why you put this many players on the roster. So I think that's probably where you end up. I think that this team is really damn good. Like, even without Denzel,
nobody's denying it's good.
My question, I think, I'm with you. I think that the Mo Diabate edition is something that not enough people are getting excited about.
Freaking love him.
Perfect role guy. And when you got a bunch of scorers around him, then that's something that I think is a big time difference maker. Gun to your head, Kentucky or Louisville. You have to ride with one of them for next season. Go all in. I'm making you choose. I'm going
to go Kentucky. I'm going to go Kentucky on this one. I am, but I love the fact that both of them right now are neck and neck. Both of them are right there, and the rivalry is truly back. It wasn't really back last year. It was like half-ass back. Like, Louisville was just happy to be relevant again. Kentucky kind of came out of nowhere, but I don't think either one of them you thought there was a chance to like go to a Final Four. Maybe Kentucky fans did.
I thought
you had Louisville. I know you had Louisville going to the Final Four. I got you. But neither one were in that upper echelon is what I'm trying to say. Now I think both have a chance to be in that top tier when you're talking about, a top 4, 6, 8 teams. They could both be in that discussion all year.
Yeah. One note, just real quick on Aberdeen's decision, a text that I just got. There's no income tax in Florida. So the real difference ends up being about $300,000 more that Aberdeen is making.
I forgot about that. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know if that's necessarily worth it to give up what he gave up, but get the bag if you can, chase the money if you can. I get it. I probably would still have Louisville a little bit ahead of Kentucky at this point. I love the additions that they brought in the backcourt. Right. The kid from Kennesaw State is, I think, the absolute perfect. Like, when it comes to the best fits that you could find in the portal, I think that a kid that took upwards of 80% of his shots at the rim or from three in a program like Pat Kelsey's that only wants to shoot layups and three-pointers is a great fit. I love Ryan Conwell there, man. I think Ryan Conwell has sneaky All-American potential in the role that he's going to be asked to play there. Isaac McNeely, another shooter, and they bring a couple of big guys back. So I would probably lean a little bit towards Louisville over Kentucky at this point, but I mean, it's like asking what your favorite flavor of ice cream is, right? Some people like mint chocolate chips, some people like vanilla, some people like pistachio, even though pistachio is disgusting. So